you love a guy so much, and the guy you wake up one day tell you say, "Hey, babe, any day we see man, we want marry you, marry you." How you go feel?
They don't tell me that one before.
Oh!
Don't tell me that one.
You started dating on time, man.
I don't understand. That really is mad, eh?
Injuries are part of football, but I don't know if Arsenal fans want to agree with me on this one. Yes, or want to use it as excuse in case they're going to lose the league title. I don't know, man. 12 players out injured as we speak
Ew.
for Arsenal. How are they going to win the title? They are on course for 3 titles. Before na quadruple. Right now, na triple. Then 9 they chase. Can they win it? Welcome to Inside the 90, brought to you by Stadium Side Cosmos Chukwemeka. My name, I have Amarachi Ademoko
That
and
would be me.
Emmanuel Mba Emres. Together, we're going to dissect things as it concerns Arsenal.
Sure.
Are they still going to win the treble with 12 players out injured? I mean, the international break came, and it's been bad news from one to another.
Yeah.
12 players at the moment, both those who go international break and those who don't go, all injured. And these are key guys.
Yeah, very
these
important.
These are regular starters for
Very
Arsenal.
important players.
Does he have a way of affecting them when the league resumes?
This is the time we actually know of Arteta's squad depth. We keep mentioning that, Arsenal is the only team with deep squad depth. Now this time we go know the depth of that squad. But initially they were chasing a quadruple, and then the last week he said if you get four boyfriends, one break your heart.
You follow 3, so now they're not following 3.
From now they say treble, but their title pursuit has now gone from treble to terrible.
Yeah.
Because imagine when you have more than one that's a full squad now, out on injury. What won't happen? Because that's crazy. If Saka is injured, Madueke is injured, and Saka goes out for Madueke to come in. Eberechi is injured. Rice, he waiting they happen.
The sad thing about the injury list is this: eight of them on that injury list are regular starters. Like, these are the starting 11 for the team. 8 of them on that list. So
there is Saliba.
There's
Gabriel.
There is Gabriel. There is
Timber.
Timber. There is Hinkapi.
Yeah.
Odegaard.
There is Declan Rice. There is Odegaard.
Martin
there is Saka.
Zubimendi.
There is Zubimendi. That is 8 of them that are currently injured.
Even Eberechi is somehow.
Sometimes starts.
Exactly.
Madueke replaces Saka.
It comes from the bench
Yeah.
sometimes.
Now, they have the squad depth. But then, when you look at it, you wonder what is the quality of
those available.
Exactly.
I think they still have quality players.
Yes, they do, but they don't. Just like you said, these other guys injured as starters. They have quality players. That's why even when they are injured or even when they are substituted, you don't get to feel it that these other guys are not there. But now, just like I gave an instance with Saka and Madueke, 2 of them play the same. When Saka is substituted, Madueke comes in. Now both of them are injured. How deep is the squad of Arteta?
That's what I'm saying, because they're going to feel it now. Let us say, as Zubimendi is out, you start Norgard in that defensive midfield row, and then you don't have a replacement for him on the bench because Declan Rice is also injured. Trossard is also injured. You have only Martinelli. If Martinelli is injured, who is going to replace Martinelli? Do you understand? These 2 starting center defenders, Gabriel and Saliba, are currently injured. Let us assume you play. Even
Hinkapi is injured. I was going to say that too.
If you play Musquera and Calafiori, 5 and 6 centre backs, and then they get injured in that match, or somehow they get tired, you don't have a quality replacement because you will use the other ones to replace, and then you don't have any other person as good as these other guys to replace them in the game. So it's a good thing that Arsenal immediately are going to play the FA Cup before the
First,
league.
So it gives them a week time.
Exactly.
Maybe some of the players out
We'll
injured
get back.
Come back.
Can
Exactly.
recruit.
Then after that, they play the first leg of the Champions League game against Sporting. You might say, quote unquote, that they might beat Sporting because.
But at least the return leg fixture should have some of these guys available.
Exactly.
We know that Eberechi is out for a month at least. Then some of them might just be weeks.
And then
they're good.
They come back. For me, it's bad for Arsenal when you look at it generally. But then it's also a way of somehow affording these players some kind of
Resting time.
needed rest, especially players like Declan Rice, because he has been one constant player in this Arsenal team this season. But then this will afford him. I feel like what Arsenal did was somehow to use this international break to even give him rest by saying this guy is injured because he didn't feature for the English national team. So I feel like they wanted to use this 2 weeks break for him to get get the much needed rest. I feel like he's going to play their games against Spurs. He might not play this weekend during their FA Cup match, but then I feel like he's going to come back for the Champions League game against Sporting.
For their sake, I actually hope they get whatever is happening together. I don't want to say they're shit, but I really feel bad for them right now. They've been in this race. Arsenal they've put everything they can.
And
They want to win.
They really fought for
They
this
fought
league.
for it. So I know these things happen. This destabilized them, Guardiola last season, but not as much as this. If Guardiola had this bad, he wouldn't be playing in Europe this season.
For me, losing one game is not even a problem for me. For Arsenal, if they lose any game, just one in the Premier League. Well, I feel the kind of quality they have is still enough for them to find way to get past Southampton in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
They are not going to lose scandalously against Sporting, no matter the type of team they put out.
Exactly.
Arsenal are not that bad.
No, they're not.
They have a good formation that players can easily sink in because they understand themselves.
And then
Maybe
if you
when
play
they are going
Raya
to have
too.
a big battle, but by then some of these players should be back. Will be against Man City sometime on the 15th of April. When they play Man City in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Remember that Man City have a game in hand, so they need to find a way to ensure that Man City does not beat them.
Exactly.
To reduce the points ahead of that game in hand that they have. So in all of this, Arsenal should just find a way back and then continue to grind. Yes, they say, the quality for those on the bench is not the same. But remember, if all fingers are equal...
You've never given them the opportunity. You wouldn't know.
If all fingers are equal, you not appreciate the function of the middle finger. Do you know what they use middle finger for?
What is it used for?
Okay. Do you know what they use middle finger for?
It's engagement. That's engagement finger now.
All right, so the engagement for only engagement. Engage tilapia. No problem. So for them, is that now for their London rivals or Tottenham Hotspur, those guys be like people who jam
They swear for
dream.
them.
You get a coach, they don't sack the coach. There's a mutual consent. Mutual consent na sack, my brother. There are different ways to sack person. Some of them say now from gate. If you go with, they'll say, Oga say make I tell you me no enter again.
Like one of my
That
managers.
one na sack. Na some sack. Why some they will give you letter? They say, they say make I hand over this letter to
Yeah.
you. They make us go inside now. No, read the letter. Na sack.
One of
So,
my
they
managers.
don't sack
One of
people.
my managers. They tell us say, the board said your services.
You've never been sacked before.
No, na me they leave. Na me they leave.
Now see sack now. All of them are sack.
No. You don't.
See,
you don't
sack
sack
comes
me.
in different packages.
No, na different thing.
They sack you.
Na me come out. Na
Na
me
lie.
resign.
They sack you.
I write resignation letter.
Did you
Na
give them
the-
1 month ahead?
Yes, na. Sometimes 2 weeks. Or sometimes I feel just wake up, write resignation and come out.
You know, you're supposed to give the company a month ahead if now you won't leave.
If you give me application appointment, if you give me appointment letter.
Bring that picture.
If
then
you
say
give me
the date
appointment
you say they
letter,
come out.
say make a because my appointment go talk say see,
You've been sacked.
I've
Thank
never
you.
been sacked. I mean they sacked there.
You got to know what they say they no sack am too now. Say na mutual consent.
Eh, na-
But
that-
in
you know,
all,
different.
44 days, 7 matches, they don't sack Oga. The results were just terrible.
I wasn't even surprised. I wasn't like
For me, I feel say they for pity the guy. In Papa died. They still sack am.
Chop with the probability. Yeah.
now.
But you know the problem. My problem now be say even as they don't sack am, they 50 goal relegation.
yeah, it's very possible.
But let's look at the managers they are looking at. You know, there is Roberto De Zerbi. There's also Mauricio Pochettino, who is coaching United States of America now. You know, but for the Roberto De Zerbi and some of the fans of Tottenham, especially those who will be LGBTQ. That name, Sha. I don't know how that name taken 30 cents. LGBTQ. They are one of their people say, no. For the fact that Roberto De Zerbi, while he was at Olympique Marseille, he supported, you know, and tried to water down all those controversy that surrounded Mason Greenwood, because Mason Greenwood joined him then in 2023, and it was like, the guy is a good guy. Forget us this rape accusation where they give the guy. So those ones say, if somebody like that, if he make that kind of comment, you know, suppose come the coach our club. So
Can you imagine?
Please don't go and talk about the LGBTQ. Unless you don't travel out.
No, even on social media too. Even on social media.
catch you.
They are a minority. They do not have a say. They should go and rest.
His name is
I know me
Emmanuel
talk
Mba.
amo.
I'm not aware.
I-
I want to travel. I love your community.
I'm very
Don't deny me
open.
visa. His name is Emmanuel
I'm
Umba.
free spirited.
Uh-huh.
So long as you not be my family relative and you say I don't work for you, congratulations.
Thank you.
See, it's a personal choice.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. But they cannot determine who the clubs want to hire.
But they don't
they're
determine
making
it.
a
They,
strong
they,
case
they,
because
they
they have
get
a
points.
good support group, that is recognized by the club. But I understand your points that it shouldn't be them deciding for the club. I get your point. Whether you like it or not, Mason Greenwood is doing well in France. Absolutely.
For Roberto De Zerbi, I probably think he will want to come back to London. Remember, he coached Brighton, and Brighton was a London team. He probably want to come back to London. But
Is he the right man for the job? For you?
I
Or
don't
they
thi-
should go back to...
I don't think so. I've never seen Roberto De Zerbi as a coach to pull a struggling team out of the relegation.
No, but you just mentioned that he did well while at Brighton.
Exactly.
That's already enough.
He wasn't pulling Brighton out of the relegation water.
Brighton, they were already.
There are coaches that are meant for this job.
Oh, okay. You have anyone to mention or recommend?
Sam Allardyce.
Yeah.
I would have said Sean Dyche, but then he's still with Everton. These are coaches that can pull you out of the relegation waters. But for Roberto De Zerbi, he's a good coach, no doubt. But do I think or do I feel he's going to pull Tottenham out? And remember, another thing that has worked against Tottenham this season is the fact that they've had a lot of crucial players injured. Not just injured, on a long-term injuries. When you talk about Marcin, when you talk about Dejan Lucas, who hasn't played for over 9 to 11 months now. So these are important players in that team. And then there are some players who have been in and out of that team. Christian Romero, their captain, the striker Dominic Solanke has been in and out of that team also.
Yeah.
So they've had players who go and come back due to injuries, and they've been struggling throughout this season. In fact, since
Sean Dyche is actually available. David Moyes replaced him at Everton.
It's true. Probably they should get Sean Dyche. Why? Tottenham are conceding a lot of goals. But with a Sean Dyche, I think they will concede less. And then if you want
If
to
they can win their remaining matches, then
if
they're
they
not
want
going to
stay afloat-
relegation.
If they want to stay afloat, they should stop conceding goals. And if any man can do it, that is Sean Dyche can do that.
You want to add anything to that?
I'm just saying that whoever they're going to get, so long as they're able to win their remaining matches, Tottenham, in as much as we know they're very inconsistent, but when you talk about some big clubs, big teams in England, Tottenham comes in. So battling, well, I wouldn't say I pity them because we felt this last season. At some point, a certain Mayu was, I think last season, well, I think at some point we got to 15th on the table. So it happens to anyone, but
You don't suffer.
we don't suffer. So when you see me, they happy as a Man U fan. No, say they come
They
from
celebrate
somewhere.
Champions League spot. They celebrate fourth position.
No worry. On our government balance. Oh, Agnes Wama.
Okay. Barcelona are having injury problem.
Yeah.
Rafinha got injured and then there is fire on the mountain everywhere.
Exactly. Because under Hansi Flick, I don't want to say in general, but then under Hansi Flick, Rafinha has been a very important aspect of how Barcelona plays. For him, getting injured is a very big blow for Barcelona, and it raises this concern of players always getting injured when they go to represent their countries at the national level. Am I against players going to represent their countries? No. But then there are some matches that are very, for my money, inconsequential. A player like Rafinha traveling all the way to South America and then back to Europe, it's very unnecessary. I mean, Brazil are only playing friendlies, not like they're playing
Because he's a Barca fan.
No.
All the other players that went to play in all the other players that went to their country to play friendlies.
That's what I'm saying.
The friendlies are, if everybody thinks
No.
friendlies are inconsequential, then who will play friendlies?
Just look at what happened to
Because
Arsenal.
he's a Barca
Just look at what
fan.
happened
For
to
education
Arsenal.
purposes, our friendly games help the national team coaches fine-tune
Fine-tune their
themselves.
play. Exactly.
Have a formation that the players can really
And maybe
adapt
get their
to.
first team players
You
as well.
understand? Like they always say, proper preparation prevents poor performance. So you can't just rule them out. If you're leaving out big games like that, so when the major one comes, small games so to speak, when the major one comes, how do you now understand the formation of the coach?
Someone said other countries are playing friendlies for World Cup. What is Nigeria playing for? What is Nigeria?
We are playing for Tinubu. We celebrated Tinubu birthday like tomorrow now. Nigeria is going to play Jordan tomorrow. They are going to win.
And they played Iran that is
They're going to
fighting.
play Iran before I can increase more as we beat Iran. So this one are going to play Jordan. Maybe Nike canvas and everything will go and add more money to beat this country. If they explain Nigeria for you and you understand, the person will explain it to you, no explain and where. Or they're supposed to even arrest you.
Because normally, you're not supposed to understand
Let's wait
Nigeria.
explain yourself. How you take understand and where you go explain.
So there's confusion in the land.
There's confusion in
Continue.
that. But the confusion now affects Akwa Adams.
Yeah, find the back of the net. And I like the way that Sevilla have been milking him on social media. In fact, all these club side, especially in Europe,
With Nigerian players.
They
know how to-
understand.
because they don't say,
Now
We
we
get
get
the
social media.
clout. We
Now
get the
for
clout.
you.
make I break down Nigeria for you. You know, we now have a lot of people who are social media
Savvy.
keypad warriors
Okay.
who talk for a mouth on the keypad. Facially, they no go fit talk. And that's why our government, they do as they do. So now those clubs understand. Just post anything about Nigeria.
They go
influx
chopper.
and everywhere. And they are really
That
making
the
it.
engagement.
Atletico Madrid did the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, talking about Atletico Madrid, that's your next opponent on the 4th of April
Exactly.
in La Liga. After you play them in La Liga weekend, you play them again in the Champions League, and now there is no Rafinha. How are you going to survive?
Baka are going to survive that game. Some of our players.
No, how do you... Survivor is different from winning.
How?
Remember this
The question was how? Without Rafinha.
Remember this season.
If you play 1-1 now, Survivor.
Remember this season.
Uh,
Rafinha has been out this season for 2 months.
And you saw how that how you guys felt.
Barca won their matches during that period.
okay.
Go and check. Now he's out again 1 month. For me, Atletico Madrid are not a threat to Barca. They won Barca during the Copa del Rey, no doubt.
Okay.
But then you and I know that.
But you're playing Atletico Madrid in their home in this La Liga game.
Yeah.
Remember what happened the last time? Now 4-0 them beat you now, although it was in the Copa del Rey.
Exactly.
Thunder Fish strike twice.
No, it can never happen.
Oh, okay. All right.
In fact, I can tell you for a fact that Barca are going to win that game.
So you win that one, you beat them again in the Champions League.
Exactly.
Beat them again in another Champions League.
Those 3 matches,
Yeah.
the second leg of the La Liga,
And in
the-
between there's Espanyol, your derby.
that one is done and dusted.
Oh,
that
that's
one,
Shiribe.
but these 3 matches involving ATM, Barca are going to win the 3 of them.
Wow. Where are you getting your inspiration from?
Motivation. What did they give you
the
morale?
book of Psalm 121 from 1 to 6?
Want to
I
see-
look up to the hills. Where does my help come from?
Okay.
First of all,
I read Bible. All these people
No, I want to know it. I want to know whether you know it.
You know, I grew up with
I want to
book
know
of
whether
Bible
you
story.
know it.
I don't know.
My papa na cat kiss.
No, now your papa.
I be
You,
I be
who are
Bible
you?
student.
Who are you?
I be
Your
Bible
papa, I know.
student.
Who are you?
I be Bible student.
For which-
I want
which
I want
church?
know say I want know whether you know what you quote. Let me make
Psalm
a quiet.
121, 1 to 6.
I lift up my eyes and say,
Let me
"Lord,
give you
my
another
help,
one.
my help from the
Uh-huh.
Lord
Let
who
me
made
give you
them on
another
earth." She can't go pay.
Proverbs 23, verse 7. As a man thinketh in his heart, so
So
he
easy.
is.
Uh-huh.
Simple. Because I've never opened my ministry.
Oh yeah, talk.
Don't try me.
Don't take you
Oh. I'll
right.
open church very soon. Once I retire from sports casting.
Open now, open. Me will see.
No,
Boy.
no,
Ma-
ministry,
ma-
but you never registered.
My ministry don't day and I register now.
Nice.
Puyaka ministry.
No, wala. I go
You-
be
you
I go be
come.
treasurer.
No. I don't need treasure. I already have one. That means they do 2 in 1. I will be pastor and the treasurer.
Okay, just like Boo Boo.
Yes. And I mean, I'll open POS ATM card. You go there for front of the church. So everything I mean go the receiver. No, now we are now global. We're not digital. It's not a stress. You know, say these days, you know, you carry Bible, go church.
That's like
You there
that's
for phone.
That's
Yeah.
like Tinubu. You know, saying be president, saying be minister of petroleum.
Yeah.
You get so
And a
you,
lot of
you
things too.
multitask. After all, for your office, they go say, "May you do this one, do this one, do this one." So let
The multitask.
Tinubu they multitask. Kai.
When I say the man know they work.
No, it's. I say I love that man
Now
so
you talk
much.
say
You
know
guys
they
don't
work.
understand.
You talk say know they work.
The best president in history.
They
of this
fly.
country.
Is there easy to they fly around?
And he's an Arsenal fan. That's why I want us.
No, na Chelsea fan. Na Chelsea fan.
Yes.
Na Chelsea fan. Again, when you talk and say you be Chelsea fan, say as Chelsea they lose, say it dey pain am.
Ah, no.
Na Chelsea fan.
No, you better make Chelsea begin win and make Nigeria better. Because if you like saying
You sure? Na Arsenal fan. My spirit tell me say na Arsenal fan. I go follow that my spirit. So in all of this, Barcelona have a very big hurdle to climb.
Yeah.
Beating a team 3 times. They say now only 3. You go tell say you won't cut the 3. The
go
3
stand there,
they
they
one
look you.
particular location. But human being, they go find a way to
But
strategize.
we've defeated them twice this season.
I agree.
One in the league, one in the Copa del Rey.
I agree. Nobody man today use borrow money that they use pay back. When I feel come now, the music will change. Nobody approaches same game with same tactics, same formation, and same personnel.
When you play them for Copa del Rey, Ademola don't join them.
Them day now.
Yes. I think-
Ademola don't join
Yeah,
them.
he was there. Yes.
That time he just come. He just come. Ademola don't dey jail. Ademola go score Barca. take you from me. You don't score Madrid now. You don't score Real Madrid. You go score Barca, and they go win.
You know why you think this?
And they go win.
That game is on the 4th.
Yes.
And then Monday will be here.
Oh, okay. No, that's
We'll
a
feast.
good time to talk sports.
Of
then.
course.
That will be next week, Monday.
We'll be here.
Oh, this weekend is going to be loaded, though. So, meanwhile, Nigeria, we are going to play Jordan on Tuesday. We hope that they win.
I want to ask something.
Oshimiri Jordan Kewa.
Why our friendly list, we no see anywhere else to pick friendly matches to play. We go
People with the fight.
as like the middle of the incident. Go.
No.
Go Jordan
But
and
the game,
Iran,
is,
go
the
dey-
game
go
is,
dey
play,
pick.
is played in Turkey. They moved it out. It was supposed to be in the Middle East.
Oh.
But because of the fight, they moved the game to Turkey.
Why you be saying that Middle East we go pick openness?
And when the desirable is not available, the available becomes the desirable.
Ghana played Austria.
You don't see.
They're also going to play.
Yeah,
Germany.
and they got beaten.
They
prefer
got
to go beat
trashed.
people
No,
because
they got
anyhow.
trashed. Aside that,
they also
South
got-
Africa wanted to play. They want Argentina and Brazil, and they asked them to pay them. I don't know if you saw it.
Even like that.
They asked to pay their.
No,
Mauritania-
the price is crazy. For you to play
Argentina.
Brazil national team,
And Argentina.
you're going to pay $5 million.
That's crazy.
No. It's your what? Your rating. It's your charge. If now the person writes you for friendly game, it's your charge. You must know your value. Place value on yourself. Now, for Argentina, who are the defending champions, their own price is £6 million. Converted to Nigeria currency, that should be about $9.8 million.
So now for you, they play us like this now.
This one now it was a 4-nation tournament that was arranged by a particular group.
Right.
So
Just like the one we played with.
Jamaica.
Jamaica and others.
IRC goes surely chop. You don't be like saying that NFF go spend the whole money. You get so everybody go always find way to cut corners. We are in an economy whereby you need to find way to either multitask and cop things because price of things are going up on per second billing.
In Nigeria.
So you understand. So maybe anybody faults Argentina and Brazil gets pride or they raise value for themselves because I mean the thing is the condition is when you pay such amount, it means that the A-list players
are going to play.
70% of them must be available. Because there's an Argentina side you can put up, and if you be just second string, there's no Messi, no Lautaro Martinez, and so on and so forth. But when you pay that kind of money, I mean, you're going to get value for your money because this is also another means for you to pitch to brands and tell them, say, guy, we are playing these guys. We want you to sponsor.
Imagine Mauritania playing Argentina.
Absolutely. So you
Angola playing Argentina.
It's value, and they know also. Remember, if you beat them because they are rated higher than you, you take points from them to move up to in the ladder for FIFA ranking. So it's a win-win situation for you. Unless when they beat you. If they beat yourself, nothing lose because they are better than you. Nothing spoil. So in all of them, now when person wake, now be in daybreak. So good luck to Barcelona. Good luck to Arsenal. Man City, was there any good luck? They've already won title. Why not allow Arsenal just win?
Yeah, just allow them.
Man
Now don't
United,
win.
they're just there, still confused. They don't know the manager or the one, whether they will make this one permanent or not.
That's crazy. That's the craziest news I've seen. I'm like,
do you want?
yes, I want Carrick to continue. I like whatever it is he's doing, it's working. And you guys should stop saying his manager bounce. I like his pattern,
There is something
his ideology.
people are not getting. Michael Carrick might be good on a temporary basis. Come in, fix the problem, and leave.
Oh.
And then there is another difference that he's giving the job on a long term.
They should give it to him first and let him work. I've always maintained here that don't give him like they give others 5-7 years. No, give him 1 season. Finish up this season.
You know the angle
Do
everyone
next
is
season.
coming from? It's coming from the angle say, not be every woman.
I don't
dey
think
good for
one
marriage.
bring woman. I don't think one bring woman
that's
inside
some
this
dey good
matter.
for relationship.
I don't think one bring woman inside this matter.
Remember, a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage.
But even at that, you don't date 9 years. Now marriage now.
No, you still dey testing microphone.
Which microphone you want to?
Give
You want
am
to spoil the
ring, turn am
microphone?
to Lord of the Rings.
You want to spoil the microphone?
No.
At this point, even if it's just 1 season, they should just allow Carrick finish this season, do next season, and let's watch him. I don't know whatever it is
Wait,
he's
you
doing.
don't want it permanently?
No,
Yes?
for now.
Okay.
I'm talking about
Still on temporary
long term,
basis.
not
You
temporary.
should give him a 2 years contract.
Exactly. Watch him. The outcome will not determine if you're going to, make it longer
What
or
happened
not.
to Chelsea? We don't give their own over like 6 years contract and 3 months. They don't
They
dey
come
lose weight.
Kawata. Even the first one where they bring, they allow her finish the contract, and I make her talk say even better because you go pay fine if you don't reach that time. You tell them may you go.
Oh, no be anything for them.
But it's better to be on a safer side. Give him, tell him to finish this season. Give him next season. Give him contract. The guy don't try for a long
Casemiro
time.
said nothing will make him change his mind to stay at Man U. He's
You don't,
living and he's
yes, I like him. I like it that he leaves now. that will still remember his contributions and his name. If he had left last season, it would have been bad timing. But this season, he's been shining, he's been doing well. Good. In fact, you don't even do farewell video.
Can I ask you a
Which other DM
question?
are you going to do?
Let me ask
to
you a
replace
question
him?
now. You love a guy so much, and the guy you wake up one day tell you, say, hey, babe, any day we see man, we will marry you, marry you. How you go feel?
They don't tell me that one before.
Oh!
Don't tell me that one.
You started dating on time, man.
I don't understand. That really is bad. So, as for Casemiro,
Amara! So that
as for Casemiro,
also no Casemiro.
Casemiro and Man U, you
God.
don't reach where they go parts ways. They don't try for each other. But now the replacement could be problem.
No, there are quality out there. You know, it's just a matter of searching. Do you guys have a sporting director that should do
Bruno
his job?
Guimaraes.
I don't even want to look
Sandro
at that area,
Tonali.
but there are a lot of players out there you can bank on. But in all of this, we'll see how it goes.
There is a
though.
lot of players, but then there isn't a lot of quality.
If there is any particular set of fans that is happy for international break, it is Chelsea fans.
It's with them.
Because this weekend, you just go back now, no Chelsea fan get high BP.
No pressure, no
Long
cry,
may it continue.
no heartbreak.
This is what we call it a wrap, man, on today's edition of Inside the 90. Emirates, your final word. We need to go.
Chelsea fans will not get help, not they get anywhere.
Okay.
But
Amarachi.
they go. Don't worry. They will come out a laptop from a tech bro. Bring a actual coach. Anyways, for Man U fans, let's get ready. Nothing, no pressure, no stress. Just go to Europe next season. Nothing much. We're going there.
All right, this is where we'll draw it to close. Until next time, but ensure that you're following us across our social media handles. Please, as you watch, share, even to your enemy, your friends, and so on and so forth. And as you do, God will bless you. Cosmos Chukwemeka, my name. I'm Nasha Dimoko, Emirates. From me to you all, Puyak!